Hey everybody! So first of all, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. Now here's how Billy's Toon Times works.
Behind the scenes.
First we come up with an idea, like medieval, space, mind swap, etc. Then we get to plotting. We come up with how it happens, why it happens, and where it happens. Then we get down to writing and scripting. This differs from person to person. Shane may write a script first, or I might write a script first. We then see which one works better, and or if they can mix. This depends on the script, though. After all this is done, we get to voice acting. This is probably the best part because we can mess around with different ways of saying it or adding in new things, like stuff. When we have the voices, I get to work on the audio editing. You know, picking the right version of a line to use and start making a scene. After I've done all that, I put it into Flash and use some of the sound effects it has there. I get started with a rough sketch on the scene. This takes a bit of time to do, seeing as even in my sketches I use a lot of detail. As soon as I do that though, it's on to the keyframes, which are the hardest seeing as I put in the most detail there. This can take a number of hours depending on the length of the scene. Like, if it's maybe a minute scene, it would take maybe a day or two, depending on how long I work for it. Then it's into in-betweens, cleanup, and coloring, which can be fun, but still takes a lot of time. But, you know, lip-syncing is next, and that's probably the easiest part, as I can just reuse mouth movements I've already drawn. We then have the backgrounds, which I get Philip to help me with. He's the background designer, so he helps me a lot with those. I'm trying to make them a lot more interesting, as you can tell in this scene, because if you look in the old episodes, like Done Deals or Halloweenies, they're kind of barren. Lastly, I check everything is looking good, and then I export it into Swivel. Swivel is a Newgrounds-based exporter for Swift files. Swift files. And then I get going on another scene, and so on until an episode is finished. And that's pretty much how everything works. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for 500 subscribers.